What's up, Pokemon Masters? Dragon Tamer here, and today we're gonna talk about newly announced Pokemon games. And one thing before starting the video, as some of you guys asked me about doing reaction videos, and I'm not really a big fan of that kind of content. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really a good reactor, So it's gonna be a bit different than what I normally post. But before starting the video, I just want to say that these expectations I have might be a bit overwhelming or underwhelming, but these are just my views or the direction that I'd like these newer games to move in. First on our list, make the game more flexible. Well, this point originates from how linear and restricted newer Pokemon games have become. See, I really appreciate 3D open world and all, but give us more control over the game, like to turn on or off the XP share, for example, and make it more challenging for people who wanted to play in a hard mode, just like we saw in Black 2 and White 2. Also make routes more challenging or immersive rather than being obvious or like a corridor. I like to get lost in the game. I know it's frustrating, but I kinda like that. If I went to a part where I shouldn't have, let me face those consequences. The game's not all about winning, it's about experience and memories, so I'd expect more from the game in this department. Bring more diversity. We need more diversity in geography like swamps, rainforests, etc. like we got in Hoenn. Secret bases for fun and give the game more personal touch. Add more geographical locations which are not truly, by truly I mean physically possible in the real world. For example, like an acid river or a cave made of burning lava or a house that floats on a lake, etc. Also add more side games as a filler, kind of like those which were incorporated in Generation 3 games like delivering the Wingle Mail or turning on the generator in New Mobile, which were not really a part of the main story, but it makes us connect more to the overall game and dramatically increases the involvement of a player. Make battles fun, not complicated. Well, this might be an unpopular opinion, but make battles fun rather than introducing gimmicks or some special phenomena. Make them more streamlined and add more animations like double kick, where your Pokemon actually picks the opponent's Pokemon. Mach punch and elemental punches, where Pokemon actually punches, not just a fist thrown out of thin air. Give users choice to choose classic animations over more immersive ones. It's that simple. Bring back the battle styles which were left out in older generations, like triple battles or aerial battles. Some people really liked those, and we're probably not gonna get Battle Frontier back, so I'm just giving up on that one. I'm just tired of them explaining people are not interested in playing them anymore or some weird explanation. But if they bring it back, no other person will be more happier than me, but I'm sure it's not gonna happen. Make your online connectivity better. Well, the reason why I'm saying this, it's just hard to communicate with players in games. See, with the introduction of Nintendo Switch, we had a lot more connectivity at our disposal, but we chose to trade trainer cards. I mean, come on, there's literally no use of trading cards other than to quote-unquote enhance search. This might be a bit controversial, but make hard mode game users incapable of connecting their game online, allow them to use any exploits. I know I'm contradicting myself, but hear me out. See, hard mode is just supposed to be hard. If no one uses exploits like Pokejobs or then date skip method to get more watts and then to get more rare candies and whatnot, the game will get insanely easy and to the point where playing the game does not make sense anymore. And I'm guilty of using these things because at some point I felt worn out and I used Pokejobs to exploit it, which I regretted after. People might be having doubts about how are we supposed to evolve our favorite Pokemon if it's a trade evolution. The answer is by using an NPC. Make an NPC, call him a trader, assign a Pokemon which they want to trade for money each day, and right next to them add another NPC who sells a random trade item like Metal Coat or Electrizer or something random, and these randomly change with respect to date, and make this thing untouchable with exploits, kind of like wild Pokemon spawning after every 24 hours. We can even add quests to evolve these Pokemon, like giving our Mons to NPC to cut grass or trees, requiring a metal coat, which makes our Scyther turn into Scizor after completion. Options are limitless, to be honest. Okay, now moving to the last point. This is really important. Make cutscenes / tutorials skippable. Please let us skip those cutscenes or tutorials, or just don't even bother adding them. I know it might be be hard for the first time players, but when I played Pokemon Emerald for the first time, it was so hard to figure out weaknesses, etc. And that's how I actually learned the game. Also, people already have tons of information online like Cerebi, Pokemon DB, or Bulbapedia. So yeah, make newer players work for it, and that's the only way they're gonna learn more about game. Do not try to spoon feed the information when they themselves don't want it in the first place. Now, coming to honorable mentions, bring back Pokeball customization. We think Pokemon are more than a 2 or a 3-dimensional sprite. We think them as our friends who share the same aim of becoming the strongest and the best. Each Pokemon has a story behind it and helps us at a different stage of the game, which makes them special. So we would like to share that with our Pokemon by customizing them or giving them a nickname. Chatot Cries. I don't know if this is a good addition with current situation of the internet and people being so eccentric and stuff, but back in the old DS days, it was fun making different cries for Chatot. Overworld shinies. From their introduction in Pokemon Let's Go, people got addicted to shiny hunting, and many still to this day wish they still had access to this feature in newer games. And you know what? It does make sense when you're constantly shiny hunting or a hardcore shiny hunter who wants to fill out the shiny decks. It is undeniable how much Overworld shinies actually help shiny hunters. Also, I do understand Gamefreak's approach here, since it was a wild area and an open world which has a huge spawn rate, which might make shiny hunting not that fun, rate dense, nor those random overworld encounters more surprising. So yeah, this is my wish list for coming games, and hope Game Freak at least delivers some of it, if not all. And this is it for now. As always, stay awesome.